What's up, y'all? It's Daily Destiny, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, y'all, if you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey. If you are new here, my name is Destiny. I'm 29 years old. Oh my God, y'all, I'm about to be 30 next month. Yes, I'm 29 years old. I'm an Aries, and yeah, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So, oh my gosh, y'all see the title of the story. I haven't learned my lesson with them dating apps. And Jesus, it just gets worse and worse and worse every time. Like, one of I never learn. I never learn. So, this is a true story that happened yesterday. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the story time. And yeah, people always ask me, oh, why you don't make a story time about me? Why didn't you ever make a story about me yet? Like, when are y'all going to realize that I only make story times about the people who just totally blew it? If you haven't totally blew it, then that's why you're not on display on my channel. That's why I haven't mentioned you, or I haven't made a story time about you, because you haven't totally blew it. The people that totally blow it, those are the people who are displayed on this here channel. So yeah, obviously this person totally blew it. So yeah, it's time for you to get your 15 minutes of fame on this channel. So let's start the story from the beginning. So I'm back on the dating apps or whatever. I was on a dating app. And so I had met this guy on an app. We wind up, matching, whatever. I'm trying to think, do I want to say, it was Facebook dating, actually, y'all. Facebook dating, not a dating app, but Facebook dating. I guess it is a dating app. It's an app and whatever, it's dating. So I met him on Facebook dating this time. So, a little bit different than what I was on the first time, where I met, y'all know, the hotel guy, the one who didn't have no money. This is totally different. So, sorry, y'all, I'm a little bit thirsty. I'm a little bit parched. It's early in the morning. So I met this guy on Facebook dating. We're going to call him Corey because his name Corey. So yeah, I met Corey on Facebook dating. Corey and I met exactly 3 weeks ago. And we met on Facebook dating, and we, sent a couple text messages back and forth. I'm not on the internet all day, every day. I have a job. Y'all know I'm a dental assistant. I work in a dental office. Obviously, I work with my hands. And y'all know I got 2 kids. If you didn't know that about this channel, about me, I am a mother. I have 2 children, 2 of them things. I got a whole 2-piece. I have a 12-year-old daughter who will be 13 in October, and I have a 7-year-old son who will be 8 in June. So I have 2 kids, 1 girl, 1 boy. That's all I have to give. That's it. So I'm busy with my kids and work. I don't have time to sit all day and text back and forth on an app. So if somebody do ask me for my phone number, I don't mind giving it to them, because I'm not on the internet all day. I'm working. I have bills, a job, responsibilities. Hello. So Corey asked me for my number. I gave him my number. Okay, whatever, why not? So y'all, I have been having problems with my car lately. I'm actually it's getting ready to get fixed today. I have a mechanic coming by to fix it. I needed to get a tune-up and stuff on it, and a few things was wrong with my car. So I have been having problems with my car. So Corey was an early bird, just like me. I get up early in the morning for work, even on the weekends. Like, it's whole Sunday morning right now, and I'm up telling y'all this story. This is early morning. So I'm an early bird. I get up early in the morning every day. That's just me. I like to get up, have my coffee, take my shower, get my day started, start doing what I have to do. So I'm always up early in the morning. Corey was up too, because he works at some type of finance building somewhere. So he gets up early for work as well. So one day I was on the phone with Corey in the morning time, and it was like super cold in Michigan. We had went through like a few cold days where it was like 1 and 2 degrees and in the negative. So it was super cold. So my car had been having problems. So I'm on the phone with him one morning. I'm like, oh, yeah, my car is messing up. So I think I might just go ahead and take a lift to work. So he's like, oh, no, you don't need to take a lift to work or whatever. You know, that's not necessary or whatever. I'll you know, I can pick you up or whatever and give you a ride to work. So I said no or whatever. Like, I don't know you like that. No. So I went on ahead and took the lift to work back and forth for a couple of days or whatever while it was super cold. And then after that, we decided to go out on a date. So he's like, would you like to go out with me? Okay, sure. If I'm on a dating app, I'm looking for a date. So I'm not one of those girls, like when I talk to guys and they tell me about the stuff that they see on people, you know, dating profile or whatever, and it's like, don't ask me for my number, or don't ask me out, or skip the small talk and all of that. It's like, why are you here? If you don't want, like, small talk is hello, how are you doing? So if you're telling somebody skip the small talk, how are they even getting a chance to know you? How are you even getting a chance to know them? And you're telling them, oh, skip the small talk, no small talk, whatever. So he like, let's go out. So I'm a big Taco Tuesday girl. I really love Taco Tuesday. I'm all about tacos on Tuesday. Every Tuesday come around, I feel like the world just owes me tacos. I feel like I just need to have some tacos and tequila. That's just what it is. So that's just what it is. So Taco Tuesday rolls around. We decide to go out for some tacos at this bar downtown called Love and Tequila. So they have really good birria tacos. I love birria tacos. Those are my favorite kind of tacos. So they have really great tacos at this spot. So I decided that we should go there. As I said, it was one of the real cold days. Like, the cold spell was coming down, but it was still super cold. So my car like just really wasn't doing good in the cold weather. As I said, that's why I have the mechanic coming over today to fix the car and fix everything that I needed to get fixed on it. So I had asked him, like, hey, well, just come and pick me up so we can go out. So y'all, I just never be learning my lesson telling these crazy idiots where I live. I just don't know why. So he comes to pick me up. Everything's cool. We go out on our date. So a few things that he did on the date kind of stood out to me. So as I said, we went out for tacos. When we first got to the bar, we sat down. The waitress comes up. She asks us if we wanted anything to drink. Well, the bartender, rather. She comes up and asks us if we'd like anything to drink. Love and Tequila, obviously, is a place that sells tequila. So I'm a Don Julio drinker. That's just what I like to drink anyway, Don Julio Reposado. So when she walked up, I asked for that. She said they were out of that. So she said all they had was Patron, Terramana, and Milagro and Reposado. I'm a Reposado drinker. I don't really care for Añejo because I don't like the taste of it, and Blanco is just too strong to me. So I like Reposado. So I went with the Terramana. He was like, oh, I never had that before. I'll have a shot of that too. 2 shots of Terramana. So we get our shots. And then a few minutes later, the food comes out. So he's like, oh, well, would you like to go to the bathroom and wash your hands before you start eating? I said, okay, sure. So he said, I'll go first. He get up, goes to wash his hands, comes back. Then I get up, go and wash my hands and come back. When I'm on my way back over to the bar from washing my hands, I hear him asking the bartender, excuse me, but how much was those shots? So she tells him they were $16 each. He like, oh, okay, you know, like it's no big deal. So I sit down, I start eating my tacos. He's eating his tacos. We're having a good time. Conversation is good, whatever, everything's cool. So after I finish my tacos, I turn to him and I say, I'm like, hey, can we get another shot? And he goes, no, we can't get another shot because those shots were $16. How are you taking somebody out and you worrying about how much some shots is? He like, those shots were $16, so no, we can't get another shot. So I admit that was already red flag number 1 in my head, because what do you mean? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So that was our first date. We finish our tacos, we leave the bar, I go home, whatever. Fast forward to about a week later, I have a situation going on at home. Something totally separate or whatever was going on between me and my ex-husband. So long story short, I don't want to get into that because that's just personal. But long story short, I had a situation go on at home. between me and my ex-husband. Not literally at home, but between me and him, because he obviously don't live here. So I'm going through that. Meanwhile, Corey's all in the background like, oh, whatever you need, I can help you out, this and that, this and that. So I'm like, if a man come to me and tell me whatever he need, whatever I need, he got me and all of that, I'm gonna hold you to it. So don't come over to me and what you need to for me to feel it for you to have a man, and or what can a man do to come in your world and this and that, because the first thing I'm gonna do is hit them pockets. What you got for me? You talking about what I need and what you can do to show me you a man and this and that. What do you got for me? What do you got? So he like, whatever you need, I can give it to you or whatever. So he winds up giving me some money. Okay, whatever, that's cool. He winds up letting me borrow some money that I needed for some things. So I'm like, okay, I'll give you your money back, when I get paid in a week. So he like, okay. So a week later, a week goes by, I get paid. I give him his money. Everything was cool. I give him his money. Everything's normal. Everything's normal. Fast forward to Friday night. I go out to dinner with one of my friends. After I dropped my kids off with their grandmother, my mother, I went to the mall to do a little bit of shopping. Corey calls me on the phone. He's like, what you doing this weekend? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm kid free or whatever, but I'm out at the mall right now doing some shopping and, enjoying myself since I finally got some kid free time. Like, what's up? So he's like, oh, call me when you leave the mall. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll call you then. So one of my friends winds up meeting me up at the mall because she happened to be getting her hair done at a salon not too far from the mall. So she called me like, hey girl, I just finished my hair. What you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm at the mall. I had went shopping at Ulta because I needed some makeup, and Ulta is located inside of the mall where I live. So I went to the mall. I went to Ulta to get me some makeup and things I had ran out of for the weekend because I wanted to go out and I was out of makeup. So I'm at Ulta. My friend's like, okay, I'll meet you up there. So she comes up to Ulta. We get our makeup and whatnot. Then we decide we want to go and eat dinner. So me and my friend really love Longhorn. I told y'all that in the story time about the other guy. Me and my friends love Longhorn. So we wanted to go to Longhorn for dinner. That's one of our favorite restaurants. I'm sorry, I keep looking over here. I'm filming in the living room and people is like walking by. I live on a busy street. So a lot of people are walking by with their dogs and stuff, and it's kind of distracting me. So if you see me look that way, it's like somebody's walking past and it's distracting me. So we decided to go out to dinner. He's calling me while I'm at dinner with my friend, like, oh, what are you doing? This and that. I'm like, I'm at dinner. He's like, oh, who are you with? I'm like, my friend. Well, who's your friend? Why are you asking me who my friend is? I'm not your girlfriend. Stop worrying about it. So I'm like, my friend. And then I say my friend's name. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, just call me later when you leave, when you get home and whatnot. So I get home. I decide not to call him because me and my friend had a few margaritas at the restaurant and I didn't want to be bothered. I'm not obligated to be bothered with you. It's my life. It's my phone. You don't pay this phone bill. I don't have to answer the phone. I don't have to text you back. I didn't have to call you. You're not my man. So I decided not to call him. When I got home, me and my friend had some margaritas, some Don Julio margaritas at that. So we was a little bit tipsy. I was ready to just take off my clothes and go to sleep. I didn't want to go over to his house, hang with him, chill with him, none of that, because he wanted me to come over and spend the night. I didn't want to spend the night. I'm busy. I just wanted to stay home. Sometimes when my kids are going, I don't want to go out and stay everywhere. I just want to stay home and rest. Me and my friend went to an early dinner because, excuse me, I'm drinking this pop. Me and my friend went to an early dinner because she had to get up for work in the morning, and she decided she didn't want to stay out late. So she's like, okay, well, I'm going to, go home early. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So by the time I got home, it was kind of early. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay home. So I didn't call him back. I get up the next morning. Someone else calls me. My man called me My other man called me. Called me. He's like, what you doing? I'm about to come by. Okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, sure, come by. This is my man. I don't mind if he come by. Okay, whatever, sure, come by. So as soon as I hang up the phone with him, he says he's gonna come by. I turn around. Corey is in my driveway. Why are you here? Like, I haven't talked to you. Why are you here? He's like, oh, I want to have a conversation with you because you haven't been texting and calling me back. Like, okay, I talked to you last night. I told you I would call you. Like, I'm not obligated to call you. Why are you here? He's like, I want to have a conversation with you and you need to have a conversation with me now. And I'm like, I don't want to have a conversation right now. I'm like, okay, I'm going through some things, just basically trying to get rid of him because I got my man on the way. So I'm basically just trying to get rid of him so he can go ahead and leave. I'm like, okay, you need to go. Like, I'll call you later. I got some stuff going on. I need to go and run by my mama house. Like, you gotta go. Like, you need to just leave, basically. So he like, okay, fine, just call me later so we can talk or whatever, you know, I just want to talk to you. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll call you later. So he leaves, my man come by, we're chilling, sitting in the living room on the couch, you know, chilling, just talking. I'm sitting with my back turned to the window and my man is sitting where I'm sitting. So, and I'm sitting next to me, you guys can't see, but I'm sitting with my back turned to the window. He's sitting where I'm sitting. So next thing I know, he goes, who is that? So I turn around. Corey is walking up on my porch looking mad as ever, looking just so mad. So I'm like, oh my God, like, oh my gosh, like, this is not for real. Like, he's not walking up on my porch right now. So he starts banging on my door, bang, 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 bang. So my man, we just gonna call him, what should we call him? We just gonna call him, we're just gonna call him Beard because he got a cute beard. So Beard gets up and goes over to the door. So he opened the door like, can I help you? Oh no, y'all. He opened the door like, hey, can I help you? What the fuck you want? You know, all the blase ski. He said some choice words that I won't say. Who are you? Basically, who are you? So he like, tell Destiny to come outside. I just want to have a conversation with her. So I go to the porch. I go to the door and I'm like, Corey, what are you doing here? So the second I say his name, Beard looks at me and he realizes like, okay, she knows him. This is obviously somebody she know. Like, okay, let me just sit down and let her handle her thing. So he step out the way and sit back down on the couch. So I go out on the porch and I'm like, Corey, what are you doing here? I just told you that I will call you later. And he's like, well, I wanted to have a conversation with you and I want to do it now. And I'm like, well, I don't want to talk to you right now. And I'm pretty busy. He's like, who's that in there? Is that your baby daddy? I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, you know what? You're trash. He's like, you know what? You're trash and you're dismissed. So I'm like, okay, sure. So he turns around to walk away. I'm thinking he walking away, but he didn't park in my driveway because Beard's car was in my driveway. So he couldn't park in my driveway. This man parked 3 houses down in one of my neighbor's driveway, not in front of their house, in their driveway, and then walked his little self down to my house when he walked up on the porch and was banging on my door. So when he told me I was dismissed and he left out the door, I'm thinking, okay, he's walking back to his car and he's going to leave. No, it wasn't over, y'all. This man said, oh, I got something for her. This man walks up to my car and starts punching my car windows. Punching, you're trash, you're trash, you're trash. Punching my windows, you're trash, you're trash, you're trash. B, you're trash, you're trash. I'm like, oh my God. So at this time, me and B are both just staring at him like he's not serious. So I'm outside. So at this time, I run outside. I'm like, Corey, what are you doing? Stop. He's like, you're trash. Like, bro, like, you've known me all of 3 weeks. Like, I was feeling you. You're trash, you're trash. It's no way you was just feeling me like this. Like, here is the thing, because I know y'all might be sitting at home thinking like, how you saying you got a man, but this guy was here? Yes, I have a man, but that's not my boyfriend. So yes, I went out on the date with Corey. That's not my boyfriend, but that's somebody that I've been dating for a long time. Y'all know how it is. Everybody have that person who that they still deal with, that y'all might not be together, but hey, it is what it is. But shit, if we're not together, then shit, like sometimes I be feeling like maybe I do need to try to move on. But every time I do try to move on, y'all, that's why I do take these chances and do go out on dates and try to meet other people. It never works out. I can't find nobody like him, because there is no one like him. But it's just like he ain't gonna do right. So it's just like, it is what it is, you know. Like it's like sometimes I just be feeling like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know. Like, I don't want to get too off into that situation, but yeah, that's why I was even going out with Corey. So if you're sitting on your side of the screen thinking, oh, how are you going out with him and you have somebody else there? Yeah, because I can. Beard and I have a different type of relationship. So yeah, that's what it is. That's why he sat back down on the couch when he noticed that I knew Corey and I said his name. I tried to diffuse the situation, calm him down, and that's that. So after he gets done punching my car, it was so pitiful because he's punching the car with all of his might and he's not doing anything. The car, the window is not even really breaking for real. He's just punching the car. You're trash, you're trash, you're trash. Punching the car. So I'm like, I'm about to call the police on you, because where I live at, baby, the police is coming. I stay in a nice neighborhood. They're going to be over here before I even hang up the phone, and I'm close to the police station. So I said, you know what? I'm getting ready to call the police on you. So then that's when he decides to run off and run to his car and leave. I'm like, okay, so I run back in the house. Of course, Beard's like, who is that? I have to break it down to him and just come clean about the whole situation and tell him everything. And it was just like a nightmare. Like, and we both just bust out laughing because the way he was punching the car was just like, y'all, like, and I'm so mad because I have a doorbell camera on my door, but for some reason it didn't catch it. I'm so mad. I went to my Vivint camera a few hours later to check it, because I would have posted the video here so y'all could see how stupid he looked. Like, what are you doing? Punching somebody's car that you met 3 weeks ago is insane. Like, it's no way you was just feeling me like that. But he clearly have an anger problem. So that was just a major red flag. So when he left, even Beard was like, nah, he ain't gonna work. He's like, well, why don't you like him? Because clearly it seemed like he really liked you. I said he was too much too soon. He was. The night we went out to Love and Tequila, he asked me to be his girlfriend. How can you ask me to be your girlfriend and this is our first date? You don't even know me for real. You need to calm down. You're doing too much. He was too much too soon. So that's why I was kind of like standoffish towards him. You're doing too much. Relax, buddy. Relax. So, and then you try to punch my windows out. Like, what? So after he punched my windows out, he cussed me out in front of my neighborhood. Like, seriously. So he leaves or whatever, speeds off, gets in his little truck and speeds off and probably goes home. Whatever. I come back in the house. Me and Beard laugh our asses off about it and basically proceed to go on with our day anyway. So I don't care. So me and Beard proceed to go out to lunch and go and do some shopping. The whole time we're out at lunch, Corey's texting my phone, oh, you're trash, B, and all this other stuff. Like, how am I trash? I went out on one date with you and you got mad at me because I didn't want to come over to your house yesterday. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what makes me so trash. Like, I don't get it. And I could tell that when he came by my house the first time, he kind of wanted me to invite him in. Because he's like, oh, well, you weren't answering the phone last night. Like, maybe he was kind of hoping that I would hang with him then. So he kind of was like hinting. He's like, whose car? He's like, do you have company in the house? I said, no. He goes, well, whose car is that? I said, that's my neighbor's car. My neighbor that stays to the left of me wind up parking their car in front of my house. There's a few people that stay there with cars. So sometimes they'll park in front of my house. Maybe if somebody that lives there has to go to work and they don't want to move their car, they'll just park in front of my house. I don't mind. I just live here with my kids. So, and I only have one car. So I don't mind if they park in front of my house. I'm parking in my driveway anyway, or in my garage. So he's like, well, whose car is that? I'm like, the first time he came, he asked me, whose car is that? I said, that's my neighbor's car. But when he came back the second time, Beard's car was in the driveway. So that's why he parked a few doors down in my neighbor's driveway. Like, who do that? Like, it's just giving major, major, major weirdo. So he's texting me the whole day, harassing me. Like, what? And Beard's like, no, he's like, I think you need to file a police report on him and fill out a protection order because something is wrong with him. Like, this man is literally unhinged. Like, I just couldn't believe him. So thankfully he didn't damage my windows, but he was a freaking psychopath. Like, why would you punch somebody's windows who you just met 3 weeks ago? And so once again, y'all, once again in my world, this is the absolute last time I'm going out with a man from a dating app, let alone letting him pick me up from my home. You know what? Pick me up from Family Dollar or the gas station, because why would you punch my car? Y'all, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. This weekend was just terrible. Like, you ruined my kid-free weekend. You ruined it for me. Coming over here harassing me and terrorizing me and punching on my car. What's wrong with you, weirdo? Like, and then it was the way he was punching the car. You're trash, you're trash, you're trash. Like, what? I know, y'all. I shouldn't even be laughing. Like, I know, but I don't be taking nothing serious. But I mean, I do take the situation serious. So, yeah. I tell these stories to say, never do what I do. I'm an idiot. Don't be an idiot like me. Yeah, y'all, that was the story about the time an idiot named Corey got obsessed with me after 3 weeks and came over to my house and punched my car. So, yeah, y'all, never be like me. If y'all enjoyed this story time, then leave a comment and like the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, y'all.